Deep in Northern California, just south of Sacramento, lies one of America's most impressive manufacturing facilities. This 60-acre factory motos Rail Carde. Today on All Factory Word, we go inside. From the outside, you'd never guess what happens here. But behind these doors, steel and aluminum are transformed into 4,400 horsepower locomotives, state-of-the-art passenger cars, and Quebec. Walking through this factory is like entering a cathedral of industry. Heavy lift cranes loom overhead, ready to carry finished and unfinished parts across a shop floor that could comfortably hold several football games. The scale is breathtaking. It all starts with raw materials. Stainless steel for car bodies, aluminum for lighter components. Siemens contracts with local American suppliers, supporting regional economies while building the nation's trains. In the welding shop, skilled craftsmen join metal to metal. The blue-white arcs are so intense they're separated by red barriers to protect other workers' eyes. Each weld is critical under extreme conditions. Alongside human welders, robotic systems work with precision no human hand could match. The Alstom's AI-powered robots execute thousands of weld. Train cars aren't built all at once. Floors, walls, and roofs are assembled separately in massive jigs. This modular approach allows workers to focus on specific. Stainless steel is the material of choice for modern American rail cars. It's incredibly strong, corrosion resistant, and requires no painting. And bright line trains, that's bare stainless steel, polished to perfection. Like modern cars, today's trains have crumple zones, what engineers call crash energy management. These specially designed structures absorb impact energy in a collision, protecting passengers from the worst forces. Under the floor, where passengers never see, is where the real complexity lives. Electrical systems, compressed air tanks for brakes, HVAC equipment, all carefully installed before the interior ever takes shape. The bogie, the wheeled truck that carries each car, is a must support massive weight, absorb track irregularities, and provide stable guidance at high speeds. Each bogie takes days to assemble. Before any bogie touches real track, it's tested on isolated foundations. Hydraulic presses simulate the weight of a fully loaded train car, while lasers take precise measurements. If it's not perfect, it doesn't move forward. The heart of a locomotive is its engine. These 95-liter V16 Cummins diesels produce 4,400 horsepower, enough to pull a dozen per car of the locomotives. Lowering a 30,000-pound engine into place requires steady nerves and steady hands. Workers guide with millimeter precision as the engine settles onto its mounts. One wrong move and months of work could be damaged. Most American locomotives are diesel-electric. That massive engine doesn't turn the wheels directly. It drives a generator, which produces electricity for traction motors. It's essentially a power plant on rails. The fuel tank holds up to 2,000 gallons, giving these locomotives a 1,000-mile range between fill-ups. That's enough to run from Chicago to Denver without refueling, carrying hundreds of passengers in comfort. A 4,400 horsepower engine generates enormous heat. Massive radiators on both sides of the locomotive keep temperatures under control, even pulling a heavy train through the desert Southwest in July. A modern locomotive contains over 12 miles of wiring. Each wire is labeled, tested, and connected according to precise blueprints. It's like assembling a skyscraper's nervous system, one connection at a time. To manage this complexity, wiring harnesses are assembled on dedicated tables. Every wire is laid out exactly where it needs to go, then bundled into harnesses that install as complete units, saving time and preventing errors. On Chicago's South Side, CRRC Sifang America builds the CTA's newest railcars in a $100 million factory. This facility brought railcar manufacturing back to a neighborhood that once housed the historic Pullman Company. Each CTA car starts as an empty stainless steel shell. Workers then install everything: seats, handrails, lighting, door systems, and thousands of electrical connections. It takes months to complete a single car. Even seats get careful inspection. Quality engineers check every cushion for defects, test fabric durability, and ensure openings for grab rails are perfectly smooth. A scratch that could catch clothing means rejection. Under each CTA car, workers connect up to 8,000 individual wires. Each has a tag matching the blueprint. So we look at the tag, look at the print, and figure out where it goes. Keeping passengers comfortable requires serious HVAC systems. These roof-mounted units must handle everything from Miami humidity to North Dakota winters. The ductwork is designed to cool evenly, without blasting air in anyone's face. With all systems installed, the interior finally gets finished. Ceiling panels hide the wiring above. Handrails are mounted, flooring goes down. What was an empty shell becomes a passenger space. In upstate New York, Alstom just opened a $75 million facility in Hornell. This plant brings stainless steel car body production back from Brazil, creating 258 new American jobs. Alstom's new facility features AI-powered welding robots that execute thousands of precision welds. These machines learn and adapt. Consequent improved manufacturing isn't dying, it's evolving. Alstom's first project is 200 bi-level passenger cars for Chicago's Metro commuter rail. These double-decker trains carry more passengers in less space, perfect for crowded rush hours. Each car body takes weeks to complete. In Hagerstown, Maryland, Hitachi Rail built a $100 million facility from scratch. When fully operational, it will sustain 1,300 total jobs, 60 people working $50 million annually in regional wages. Hitachi's factory represents the future of American manufacturing. Digital tools, real-time monitoring, a worker use tablets to access instructions, report issues, and track quality. It's Industry 4.0 in action. On-site 3D printing lets workers produce tools and small parts instantly. No waiting for suppliers. If something breaks, they print a replacement. This agility keeps production moving and reduces downtime. Drones and robots now assist with inspections, flying through the factory to spot issues human eyes might miss. Combined with AI analysis, these systems catch problems early, reducing rework and ensuring quality. Modern factories are also going green. Siemens Sacramento runs largely on solar power. Hitachi Hagerstown is carbon neutral and landfill-free from day one. Building trains shouldn't cost the earth. Before painting, locomotives are sandblasted to bare metal. Then, in climate-controlled paint booths, robotic arms apply distinctive colors of Amtrak, Brightline, or commuter agencies. The finish must last years in harsh sun and weather. Every train gets tested on its own tracks before leaving the factory. Siemens has a test track with AC and DC power lines simulating real-world conditions. Engineers check acceleration, braking, and systems at speed. Some testing happens at night, when conditions are quieter. Engineers verify lighting systems, record vibration data, and ensure everything works in darkness. By the time you ride, thousands of test miles have been run. Moving completed trains around the factory requires specialized equipment. These power dollies can lift entire locomotives, move them sideways, and even rotate on their axis. It's like watching a building dance. Finally, completed trains are loaded onto freight rail cars for delivery. They'll travel across America's freight network to their new homes, sometimes thousands of miles away. The factory's own rail connection makes this seamless. Soon, that locomotive is pulling into stations across America. Amtrak's new chargers serve routes from coast to coast, faster, cleaner, and more reliable than the generations before. This is American Rail's future. In Florida, Brightline trains built in Sacramento connect Miami to Orlando at up to 125 miles per hour. With spacious seats, reliable Wi-Fi, and that distinctive stainless steel finish, they're redefining American rail travel. Siemens has built over 300 light rail vehicles for 8 American cities. Denver's RTD. These streetcars reduce traffic, connect communities, and run on clean electricity. Even Canada benefits from American manufacturing. Calgary's C-Train system, North America's busiest light rail, uses vehicles built in Sacramento. Behind every train are skilled workers, many trained right in the factory. Programs at Hitachi, Siemens, and Alstom teach welding, wiring, and assembly to the next generation. These are careers, not just jobs. Some workers have rail in their blood. At CRRC Chicago, production manager Brian Vasquez's grandfather laid track decades ago. Now Brian builds the trains that run on it. Family legacy continued. Throughout the process, quality control never stops. Dedicated labs test components, verify materials, and ensure every part meets specifications. Trains must last 40 years or more. Quality today prevents failures decades from now. America has a proud rail manufacturing history. Pullman in Chicago, Baldwin in Philadelphia, countless others. That heritage nearly died, but today, new factories are rising. Across the country, factories are expanding. Alstom is Plant 4 and Plant Hornell in Sacramento. Hitachi's brand new Hagerstown facility, billion invested to grow growing. It's not just passenger trains. In Chesapeake, Virginia, Plasser American builds the specialized machines that maintain America's rail infrastructure. Tampers that level track, ballast.
As the sun sets over these factories, another day of American manufacturing ends. Built for American passengers, connecting communities across this vast nation.
If you like the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time on All Factory Word, where American manufacturing comes to life. All aboard for more factory tours.